Recently, people all over the world has been confused and are starting to panic over America's tariffs on many countries around the world. And however, President Trump is very passionate and adamant about this, and he's determined to impose tariffs on the rest of the world. And actually, I think I understand his motive and the rationale behind these policies, but it's very hard for me to explain and analyze in a vlog like this because I'm not used to this yet, especially explaining and analyzing in English. It's very challenging for a newbie like me, so maybe in another video I'll do that. But today I want to focus on a very relevant topic and subject, that is trade deficit, because President Trump cited a trade deficit as one factor in his tariff policies, one of the determinant and one of the reasons why he decided to impose very high tariffs on the rest of the world. And we want to understand the essence of trade deficit, what it is, and understand its effects on the economy. Okay, so let's answer the question: is a trade deficit bad for the economy? And I think the most reasonable and correct answer is it depends. A trade deficit isn't necessarily bad, but it can be depending on the context. First of all, let's define a trade deficit. Trade deficit happens when a country imports more goods and services than it exports, i.e. money flows out more than it flows in through trade. So I've done some research on this issue and I want to analyze and explain them to you guys as well. And through the definition of a trade deficit, we can see that if the country consumes a lot of foreign goods, they import a lot of goods from abroad, but they haven't been exporting as much, then they'll incur a trade deficit. That simply means they spend more than they earn. So yeah, that basically means a country spending using credit cards. And but this sounds negative, right? But it isn't necessarily a bad thing, and it has good aspects and implications as well. Let me talk about situations when a trade deficit isn't bad. I've done some research and I'll just read out to you guys. So thanks to a trade deficit, consumers benefit from cheaper or better quality imported goods. That's very intuitive because when you import goods from abroad, then domestic companies will face real competition, and they're forced to innovate and to improve their productivity, but still bring good high quality products to the market. So because of the competition, they'll have to work harder and produce more and offer better quality to the consumers, so it's good. And it reflects a strong domestic economy where people and businesses can afford to buy more. Yeah, people actually buy more because they import a lot of goods and they get to use them. But it's better if you buy stuff by your own money, but not financed by debts. Okay, so foreign countries often reinvest the money they earn back into the deficit country by buying bonds, real estate, or funding startups. Some countries with consistent trade deficits still have strong economies like the US. That's a very great point, because right now the US has realized that maybe in its situation right now, having a high trade deficit isn't good for the economy as a whole, and because they have been borrowing too much, and they'll have to curb their spending and manufacture more in order to obtain a healthier economy. A trade deficit can be a great problem. It may signal over-reliance on foreign goods and a weaker manufacturing base. That's right, because when you buy stuff from abroad, maybe because they're cheaper and they're of better quality than your domestic companies don't have opportunities to produce and sell anymore. Over time, debt may grow if the deficit is financed by borrowing instead of investment, and that's very obvious. If caused by structural problems like poor productivity or lack of competitiveness, it can hurt long-term growth. That's very reasonable. Persistent deficits can put downward pressure on the currency, which may raise inflation. Okay, so those are all the good and bad things, bad implications of a trade deficit. So maybe Mr. Trump's administration has evaluated the general state of the American economy, and they decided that it's time for them to really start producing again and provide American citizens with more jobs, and to start making products again by themselves so that they can have a more independent economy, a healthier one. Okay, it's getting dark outside as well, and it's already late afternoon, and I think I'll have a short nap in order to regain my strength, because I work in the evening as well. So yeah, I think I should stop now, but I really look forward to my future videos soon. I love doing this. I think it's a great way for me to enhance my confidence in front of the camera, and it's a great chance for me to practice speaking English with everyone. It's a very personal thing, but it's great for my future career in general. So I'm gonna keep doing this, and I love speaking English so much, but I don't want to stop at simply rambling on about my personal life and my daily activities like normal influencers online. I want to really sound intellectual and to understand more about the world. And because I often watch intellectuals present their viewpoints on YouTube with so incredible understanding. Guys, I love speaking English so much. It's my entire life, and but I don't want to stop at just rambling on about my daily life and my normal activities and my daily routine, stuff like that, like influencers often do nowadays. But I want to sound really intellectual and professional and really present something meaningful that you guys can learn from, and I hope to learn from you as well. And the online community should be more intellectual and meaningful like that. I think it shouldn't simply about entertainment and relaxation. So I'll have to try hard, because I'm speaking English and it's still my second language. It's not my mother tongue, because I often watch English speaking YouTube videos and I follow English native speakers who are scholars and scientists and professional journalists, for example. So they're very eloquent, persuasive, very fluent. It's their mother tongue, so it's challenging for me at first doing this, but I try my best. I hope to inspire you guys to do the same.